One battle after another was on my top films to view and I've just did. I have a few points to make. This movie is 2 hours and 42 minutes long including credits, around 8 minutes, 2 hours too long. The dialogue is awful. This is how Hollywood thinks that people talk. They think that revolutionaries are consisted from lower social strata of the society, however all revolutions have been led by intellectuals. This is a revolution imagined by a corporation, not by the people, because if you declare yourself as their enemy they want to know that. Hollywood always served those in power, not the masses. They are a medium between people in power and their subjects, and those in power wants to know who are their enemies. When they organized the attack, a woman says, "Women and children first." What she meant was, first we free the women. This is feminist way of view. She doesn't care about children, she add children to hide her own true agenda of feminism. A feminist see herself as a free woman. Children are perceived by a feminist like slavery, shackles to be bound to. The main protagonist, a African American woman, humiliate the commander of the immigration base as she thinks she can humiliate a man. Leo creates a distraction for nobody because all the soldiers have been caught and caged. This is only for spectacle purposes. The protagonists see themselves as revolutionaries, however in fact they are terrorists. Hollywood wants the audience to perceive in reality revolutionaries as terrorists. The association in movie is not random, one leads to another. They isolate the terrorists so nobody would help them in any way. The African American woman is called Perfidia. Perfidia means perfidy, betrayal, treachery. In some Romance languages like Italian and Spanish means faithlessness. It will be proven later why she is called like that. This point was already made by the internet, a pregnant woman firing an automatic gun supported only by her swollen belly. This got to be good for the baby. Everybody is clapping and one woman says, "It's cathartic," at least they used here the word correctly. You will notice that all the philosophical and intellectual enunciations are made by women. At the campfire Perfidia said, "Puy is the fooing weapon, for a feminist indeed it is." The mother of Perfidia says to Leonardo DiCaprio character, "She's a runner, and you a stump." I think she means, confused white boy, or she said he is a useless lower part of a tree. After all that belittle, Leo proves to be a good dad. Later on Perfidia becomes jealous on her own baby because Leo gives attention to their little girl more than her. She continues to be a revolutionary and Leo tells her that she doesn't have to continue on that path. They have a kid, they are a family. They have to put the child first, and what she said? "You realize I put myself first, right? And that's what you scared of." The ungrateful selfish CT. Her feminist diatribe continues. She does not care for the man that she pretend to love or for her child. The hero of the movie, ladies and gentlemen. A revolutionary comes at some offices with her face covered, then she uncover it and presents herself. This is another level of stupidity. My name is Jungle PY. This is what power looks like. Empowerment. Hollywood do not want to give you good options or choices, they present to be copied by the audience only bad choices. Perfidia runs from the police in the middle of the street so she can be captured more easily by the law forces. Perfidia gets caught and she gives up to police all her former associates. 16 years have passed and Willa, Perfidia's daughter, is learning martial arts. No matter how hard she will train, a 60 kilograms woman will not beat a 80 to 100 kilograms male. Leo is meeting with Willa's teacher, which, by the way, has a ring in her nose, and we find out that Willa is indeed a girl boss. She is great in every way. After all that, Leo is getting emotional, he is crying, another male brought down by the matriarchy. Lockjaw has to be a white supremacist because all white men has to be evil and all the African American women must be outstanding, they are not responsible for their own actions. Willa and Leo had an argument and he admits his guilt, that he is flawed. On the other hand, she is flawless, she have no weaknesses. Of course the pronouns comes into discussion. One of Willa's friends is a they, them. GTFO. While the police are looking for them, Willa is saved by another African American woman, not by a man, by a woman, all those genetic lessons thrown out the window. Somebody called Leo to warn him that police is coming for him, and because he is high, don't do drugs, kids, is the message here. He cannot remember the code. All Willa's friends are diverse cast. We have the girl with nose ring, the overweight girl, the Latino or Indian guy, and the non-binary. All the boxes have been checked. One of the white men supremacists descend into a bunker which hallway is so clean that you cannot perceive a single speck of trash. I've never seen in my entire life a bunker so clean. Leo, because he is a man, He is so incompetent that he has to be saved by two women to escape police. Lockjaw finds out from a paternity test that Willa is his daughter and tries to kill her. He contacts a Native American bounty hunter to do it, however this one refuses. Then he asks the bounty hunter to take her to some mercenaries for them to do the dirty deed. The Native American suddenly grows a consciousness and saves her in the last minute. He dies in the process. I have one question though. When Lockjaw and the bounty hunter met, why did they park their cars so far from each other? It's a great shot indeed, but not too practical. The white men supremacist secret organization tries to kill Lockjaw and he, like a sissy that he is, instead of retaliate he attempt to join their organization once again and they kill him eventually with gas. Perfidia left a letter for Willa to read and she admits that she was wrong all along. Despite that, Willa will continue the good fight like her mother did. The end. Final thoughts: this is not a good movie, is not bad either, it's average. The first part is feminist tripe, the second part concentrate more on Willa and Leo and their fight with Lockjaw. I believe there are only 3 white men protagonists and the rest of men are evil white men. There is no evil women on the entirety of the movie. This movie had a budget of $130 to $175 million and I am wondering where all that money did go. As the film present itself, I would say that it cost $30 to $40 million tops. What happened with the rest of $100 million? Probably a mystery that will be solved by the future generations, this black hole called Hollywood.